bass.
Hello, just like to show you what I created, a fishing pole holder for my kayak. Originally I stuck in two right here, but I got into bass tournaments and two kind of wasn't enough. And the angle I had stuck these in were wrong. When I would take my pole and flip it back, I would hit one of these poles that are sticking out of this fishing rod holder. So I ended up creating my own. I looked on YouTube, found a couple of different ones. Some of them use 1-inch PVC. I ended up using 1 1/4-inch PVC, and the reason is when I stuck my fishing pole down in here, sometimes the handles were just too thick or too big to go into the 1-inch PVC. So the 1 1/4-inch PVC seemed to do okay. Just show you real quick. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to do is I found when I'm out there fishing and these poles, when I have them sitting in there sitting straight up and I get near a tree and everything like that, seems to get mangled in it just because it's so high, or if I'm on the river and I get close to the edge, it gets mangled in a tree or a bush. So one thing also I wanted to do was to see if I can do something with the pole holder. When I created this, I glued all the center pieces together, but I didn't glue it on the two ends so I can make it pivot. So now it pivots. So when I get into some bushes or something like that, or that are a little high, or trees, I'll just pivot it down and I'm able to fish around it as long as my back end doesn't go to it. One thing you may want to do too is maybe put a little something across the pole, the front of the pole here, to hold it in just in case you hit a wave and it tries to fall out after it's pivoted. So see, pivots back and forth. Does fine for me. Takes the thicker handles fine. Takes the thinner handles fine. So again, what I ended up doing is using 1 1/4 PVC. Kind of looked at how I wanted to design it, and I also wanted to be able to pull it apart easily. So in case I go somewhere and stuff like that, I don't want this sitting on there. So let me take it apart and I'll show you kind of what I did to design it. So this whole centerpiece pulls out. I just have the 4 T's on there. Something in addition that I did to the T's, I put a notch in each one of these for the reel. You have the handle go inside, then the reel. And what it does is stabilizes the reel in one spot. I just used the Dremel to do that right there. These end pieces, I didn't glue or anything like that, just so I can put on there and I can make it swivel like it does. Okay, when I created these, I just used a 90-degree, and then I used this 3-way PVC joint, and then I just used a piece of PVC through here. The only problem I ran into with using the 1 1/4 PVC is this piece right here wouldn't fit all the way down inside my existing pole holder. So what I ended up doing is just taking my grinder, the wheel grinder, just grinding this down around until it was able to fit in there, and it fits in there pretty snugly like that. These pieces right here, you can either use just like a 45-degree angle or elbow, and you won't have that hole. I used this piece here just in case I wanted to maybe put a flag up there, or if maybe I wanted to put my net there, my fishing net there. So this is what I got. It was about 13 bucks. It was easy to do. A couple pieces. I tried to build it with the less pieces I needed. I used 1 1/4 for these, and it worked out pretty good. You know, after I went and grinded that down. So, and you could do a lot of stuff with it. You can, you know, whatever your imagination is. I've seen some of them come out like this and around, but for my application, you know, around trees and bushes and stuff like that, just for the fact I can pivot this and turn it to whatever angle I need the poles to be, Helps me out a lot. Sorry, school bus going by. And this project cost me about $13. And if any of you kayak fishing vendors out there want to send me a free kayak or something, go ahead. Me and my daughter are doing tournaments this year, and we're enjoying the time together. So I hope this video was helpful. Thanks. Bye.